because you felt little slips and trips gave scenes more authenticity. Well, I'll tell you about some of the other little mishaps that ended up in the final movie as we go on. And then as we come around the corner here on the right hand side, up high you'll see there's a brownish building with lots of windows, and it's got a white clock tower and a red onion dome roof. It's all one building, and it's one of the oldest buildings here in Salzburg, ladies and gentlemen, the Nürnberg Abbey. Dates back to 714 AD. It's an active abbey. There's still nuns up there today, and it is the building that Hollywood used where the nuns were based in the movie. But Hollywood could not get permission to film inside the abbey. All the interior scenes that you remember, such as when the nuns were singing their morning prayers, how do you solve a problem, like Maria, and when the Mother Abbess was telling Maria, go and climb every mountain, those scenes were all shot in a Hollywood studio. The only part of the abbey where Hollywood were allowed to film was the exterior at the main entrance. And later on we'll see the abbey several times throughout the course of the tour. I'll run through the various scenes that they shot up there. A very important building for us here in Salzburg, and a very important building in the real story of the real Maria von Trapp. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there was a real von Trapp family that lived here in Salzburg, and if you didn't know that, you possibly wouldn't know that the Sound of Music movie is based on a real story written by Maria von Trapp herself. And her story tells us how she entered the Nürnberg Abbey in 1924 as a 19-year-old novice nun trying to prove herself worthy of becoming a nun, but the Mother Abbess, fairly convinced this feisty, fiery young girl from Vienna didn't have the right temperament, eventually sent Maria away from the abbey for 10 months to retired naval officer Jörg Ritter von Trapp's house in the suburb of Aigen, about 3 kilometers from the centre of the city, to look after just one of his 7 children, who was very, very